had a plan of where we're gonna put it.
Oh, I was gonna go straight to the roof with it. Motherfucker, the roof is already scratched up. Look, there's rust right there. Right there. If it's a P spot, I'm gonna say yeah.
I didn't do it.
So we've got the trans cross member. Now keep in mind we bought this car the way it is, so what we've got is what we've got. And it looks like they cut out the cross member here to make room for the exhaust. So I will probably be going ahead and just capping that, you know, giving it a little bit of rigidity and strength back. Trans mount is shot. Also, when we did the wagon, we needed a little bit of adjustment out of the trans mount. So we'll probably be messing with all of that, drilling holes and everything else. As far as the car from the underneath, you know, stock suspension, stock control arm. It looks like it's got some aftermarket shocks up front. We have some competition engineering. We've got a set of adjustable front shocks that we're gonna put on there just because I got a deal on them. Goes all the way back. Bam. We've got a dual airbag system, which is really nice. Getting maxed out right now on the airlines on the lift. No big deal. You know, looks like some old competition engineering shocks. Factory control arms, factory rubber bushings. This thing probably ain't gonna 60 foot worth of damn, but we're gonna try it. As you see, we got a Holley fuel pump. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this sump tank, and this line here is gonna stay because we can run this line into our AEM fuel pump. And because this isn't the pressure side of it, this is just the feed, the line that's here is gonna work. This steel braided line here and everything else is probably for a carbureted system, so it's not gonna handle the pressure we need, so everything from this pump up is gonna go. But as far as from this tank, little quick tip, little cheat, hey, if you've got a line that goes from here to here and you got a fitting that goes right into the fuel pump, just go ahead and use it. Doesn't make any sense to change it out. So 7.5 rear. I believe, I think it's got some gears in it and, you know, a center section and some axles and everything else. So, bam. That's the underneath of Malibu. And of course, it is right now, and for the most part, we'll probably stay on, maybe not this exact tire, because it's an NTO 555, or an NT 555, and I'm not super happy with those, but it's a 275 tire. I think it's 275 60 15, I believe. Can't find that, but oh yeah, look, we got some axles in there. We got some Moser Street axles. So that's about all we're going to show you guys for today. We started working on Mali's Boo project. Obviously, we got some motor mounts in. If anybody noticed, we went from a power steering rack to a manual rack. We had one sitting here and decided that's going to be much better. Paul absolutely swears that the fuel lines, that I was incorrect, that those steel braided fuel lines are going to handle more than any pressure we need. He says yes. So obviously the regulator's not right, so we're gonna go ahead and swap out the fuel pressure regulator to get us the pressure we need. But we're essentially gonna leave the fuel system alone, minus swapping out the pumps and etc. I've got some research to do as far as we need to run a separate pump for the nitrous system. So I'm gonna research and see if we can use the old Holley black pump that's back there, what the pressure regulation requirements are and everything for that. So we'll see if we can use that or if we're gonna use something else. And then I think next what we're gonna do is, we were talking about test fitting the motor, but we gotta do the cam, the heads.
Yeah, I think it'd just be better to pull the motor out and start doing the build on it, so that way when we go back in, we're not pulling it back out. The only reason we're going to be pulling it in and out is to do the test fitting and some modifications here and there, but I think it's just easier to build it one time, and instead of test fitting it, putting it in, just to pull it back out to build it.
So I guess next video we'll do pulling the motor. We're either gonna pull the motor out of the Malibu wagon, or that's also for sale, and I got some people maybe on the hook for that. So we're gonna see how that goes. It'll really come down to the next time we film a video if we're gonna, if that motor is sold or not. If not, we'll go ahead and pull that on video, show you guys that, and then we'll start getting into the cam install, the heads, the gaskets, the studs, the springs, all that stuff that we're gonna do. If not, we'll just use a motor that we've got laying around here, and Paul will make me replace the lifters.
It's a solid investment. Brand new cam, no sense wiping it out with shit lifters.
Or I may behind his back throw the old ones in. We don't know yet. Stay tuned to find out. If you guys want to check out more, go ahead and subscribe, like our page, like the video. We've also got customer builds coming up. This is just us really screwing off on the weekend, having some fun. We do so much customer work that every once in a while we just need to fuck off and do our own stuff. So it's kind of what we're doing now. As you can see, we got the puppy. He's tired. He's wiped out. So I think we're going to call it a day. So thanks for tuning in. If you guys want to see more, go ahead, click like, click subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I don't know. Call me on my personal cell phone. Call me on the hotline.